Yo, fingers crossed. Hopefully vertical format is working. Hopefully horizontal format is working, and we are live. Let me know how everything looks, guys. Let me know if the music is playing. Let me know if the mic is good. Good evening, Mason Z. Who else is here? Chris, James. What is going on, everybody? Vertical looks good? Okay. All right. We are live. I'm just hoping that everything goes smoothly tonight. We've been trying to do this for like a week now and haven't been able to accomplish this feat just yet. So hopefully the vertical format is good. So the few of you that are here right now, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me for all the hard effort to get both these streams going. Mason and I feel like we've spent about, I don't know, an entire day trying to get this thing in time-wise. 24 hours trying to get these streams going. You've talked to me more than you have. Yeah, I mean, it's been a grind, Mason, hasn't it? Like, jeez. So how's everybody doing? How was your weekend? Let me know. I can see the market. I saw a message on Discord earlier where Chris had sent out a message expecting fireworks at the market opened, right? And now I'm looking at the charts and it's not doing anything at all. It's not doing a thing. So hopefully we get a little movement here shortly. Sun's starting to go down earlier. It's not even 8 o'clock here and it's completely dark outside. Fall is around the corner for sure. What's your guys' favorite season out of the year? Out of curiosity. Are we summer people, or are we winter people, or are we fall? Are we spring? What season of the year do you guys like? For those of us that have seasons, I realize there's people that live somewhere where there aren't really seasons, like where it's just warm all year round. Oh, nice, Stocking Stops. Nice, you're doing great. You passed your first combine. Nice, congratulations. GG's in the chat for Stocking Stops. Simon, what makes me so sure it's going to be a good week? I'm not so sure it's going to be a good week. My fingers are crossed that it's going to be a good week, but I don't know what's going to be a good week. I feel like, I mean, this is a lot of upside, right? Like, it's just straight up. This is a daily chart on the Nasdaq. They're really since, let's see, what is this? Since September 1st, really, just straight up. Yeah, there's a couple red candles in here, but they're really not, like, the bodies on these red candles aren't big, right? So buyers are clearly holding this market up right now. We do have orders up around 24,900. Those of you on the shorts feed obviously can't see that far to the right on my screen. But there are some orders resting there. Oh, Simon, yeah. No, Simon. It's actually a pretty light news week this week as far as the economic calendar is concerned. So, I don't know what to expect. I would like to see a pullback, honestly. Honestly, we're still in buy the dip mode. So yeah, I mean, I'll be looking to buy the dips. Unfortunately, we have a lot of sideways action right now. So I don't know. I'm going to wait till either we test, you know, the 870 to 890 area to the top side, or we get a pullback towards 800. I'm not going to get into a trade here around 850. It's right in the middle of two areas that I'm interested in. So I'm just going to sit back for a little bit, talk with you guys. You're looking for 20K one shot with 7.5K max drawdown for the 300K Apex eval, Simon? Yeah, those 300Ks, it's almost like you have to max leverage them. What's up, George? Jeff, you're back from Panda Scent work trials. She did awesome. Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations. Mason's telling me that we have lyrics on the music. I can't hear the music. I'm sorry. All right. We should be good. Guys, is the music too loud? I'm getting Mason, my editor, is over here like sending me messages every 2 seconds about the music. I can't hear the music on my end. I don't have earbuds in or anything like that, so you'll have to let me know. It's very subtle? Okay. Music's just fine. It's fine. It's fine. Mason, quit messaging me to mess around with settings. My goodness. All right, guys. So it doesn't merge my two chats. So if you hear me responding to something from the chat, it could be one or the other. Simon, quit whining. I'm still nervous that everything's going to go haywire here. I feel like this is the first time we've gotten to everything to work fine. So I'm just waiting for Streamlabs now to crash on me or something. Is anybody in a trade right now? Actually? Or did anybody watch any of the football today, is what I want to say. Did anybody catch the Cleveland Browns Green Bay game? Oh my goodness. Design knob. Oh, look, it's going up. Shameless new highs. Actually, it's really not doing anything right now, design knob. It's going sideways. I mean, these are 5-minute candles that you're looking at. It's pretty much just going sideways. Dallas and the Bears. Yeah, well, the Bears won, right? I think the Bears won that game. Oh, Simon. No, it was just what you see there was a test trade. The P&L was just a test trade on Nas to make sure everything was working fine. I haven't been at my desk. You don't hear music on either stream, Jimmy? Yeah, I don't know what Mason's talking about. What another horrible year to be a Cowboys fan. Yeah, Brandon, you hear music? I mean, it should be quiet. It should be subtle. It should be subtle. We did change music providers as well. We are now on Epidemic Sound, so things are a little bit different. I haven't found a good playlist yet, so we just went with hip-hop for the night. So you guys will need to let me know if there's crazy swearing in any of the tracks. Vikings crush the Bengals. Yeah, the Bengals, unfortunately. You're asking about my strategy in general? Simon, I mean, ideally, right? I want to be executing from the gray boxes that you see to the top and bottom side. These are areas that I denote as support and resistance areas. Ideally, I want to be taking shorts if price is rejecting these areas. And I want to be taking longs if price is acting as support at the lower areas. But that's pretty much my strategy. I'm really simple. I'm not an ICT guy or anything like that. I'm not a moving average crossover guy. I have VWAP on my charts right now, but I don't really use it a whole lot. Just an area of interest. I'm more higher time frame support and resistance and pivots. With a little bit of volume profile thrown in there and a little bit of order flow thrown in. If you're looking at the horizontal stream, I have the DOM surface, which is like Quant Tower. Quant Tower is equivalent to Bookmap, is over to the right-hand side of my screen. I execute on the 5 minute, Simon. I execute on the 5 minute. My analysis is done on the higher time frames, so I'm pretty much just waiting for price to come to me. You know, I'm not one of these people that takes 20 trades a session. I pretty much just take, I don't know, 3 to 5 trades a day, somewhere around there. For me, trading is more about your risk management than it is about anything else. So I put a lot of focus on the risk management side of things rather than finding a strategy that gets me in and out of trades a lot. You have to crank up the audio levels so much that my voice is painful to barely hear. I mean, on my, I don't know, my audio levels on my mic look good. Yeah, J Trade, it's a brand new layout. Everything is pretty much new. New music, new look on the stream. Everything is new. I'm just hoping everything works out okay. What's up, Discipline Trader? How are you? Yeah, Simon. I mean, I've said it a lot before on my live streams. I'm one of those people that just, I went down the indicator rabbit hole, and I just couldn't find anything. What's up, Antoine? How are you? I couldn't find anything that I could consistently. I found when I'm looking at too much stuff, there's too much confusion and too much hesitation, forcing me to get late entries, and there was not enough consistency in my trading when I went down that. So I stripped everything off my charts and settled on like a simple support and resistance, higher time frame strategy. I'm not the smartest person in the world, so I needed something. If I was going to be a trader, I needed to find a strategy that A, suited my personality, because I'm pretty laid back. But B, that was easy for me to recognize and to repeat. Oh, what's up, Joel? How are you? Oh, you went, yeah, you went down the ICT rabbit hole. Yeah, I would say, like, look, if you're going to use it in confluence with your SR, because that's really all ICT strategy is doing, right? Like the fair value gaps and all that, is he's just using them as a form of support and resistance, right? So just don't overcomplicate it. Make it simple and focus more on the risk management side of things, I would say. You know, let your red days be small. Be willing to accept small red days. Be willing to accept small green days. Every now and then you'll catch the banger trade that puts you over the top. This is the way that I look at it, at least. All right, Naz, are we going to come up to like the 890 area so we can get a good read here? Yeah, Luis. I mean, I've shown the calendar from one of my funded futures accounts. There's no real big days on there, right? They're all like $200 or $300 days, but you start stacking those on top of each other and it adds up really, really quickly. And that's how you build your account, you know? And then when you can take on more risk, you take on more risk. Yeah, Simon, I was falling into that same trap, right? Like I was missing too many really good trades or too many really good entries. So now what I do is I just wait for price to come to an area of interest for me and I'll execute. If I take a $200 loss, I take a $200 loss and on to the next. Another rule that I have is I don't execute from the same price twice, and that keeps me out of chop, you know? And yeah, you might be sitting there for 3 hours not catching another trade, but at the end of the day, we're in this for the long-term game, not the short-term get rich quick. So like those profits build a lot faster than we think, even with only catching $200 days. They build, the account balances build really quickly. Hey, thanks for the sub, Jesus. Appreciate you. All right, after all that chop at VWAP, we've decided to go higher. Design knob was right. Shameless new highs incoming. Like I said, we do have orders up around 900. I haven't looked too far into the future. There's even a block up here at 950. Let's see how big that order is resting there. So we got about 150 blocks sitting at 24,950. Not a lot of interest lower. I mean, are we really going to go trade 25K before we get any sort of pullback here, guys? We'll be gunning for 25K soon. Yeah. I wish the market needs a pullback. Like, we need to pull back. I mean, the daily 20 simple moving average is now at 23,971. Almost 972. So we're almost 1,000 points. We're 900 points above the daily 20 SMA. Hey, what's up, Takeoff? How are ya? Yeah, Luis, I'm not sure. There's that big block sitting at, well, yeah, it's moved up to 950, but there is some interest. There's a few blocks here between 880 and 900. That might be what we're gunning for right now. The widescreen's better, Simon. Yeah. Yeah, you see a little bit more on the widescreen. Like, the vertical format doesn't allow you to show as much without it being really small. So, I mean, the only other thing I could think of doing would be split screening it. Like doing two separate captures. But even then, the candles would be so small. Thumper, you're short from 24,845. I'm hoping micros. Guys, just a heads up. Tomorrow night, the Lions play the Ravens. So I might not stream tomorrow night, or if I do stream, I might not be trading. I might be watching a football game while streaming. I don't know what I'm going to do. All right, people slowly still filing in. We got about, well, I don't even know how many people we got, to tell you the truth. I'm seeing 112 people on the horizontal stream. I'm not sure about the vertical stream right now. Throw a parlay on it and stream it. Yeah, I guess we could. I guess we could do something like that. I know, Chris. Trust me, I know. I don't even know why you got to put that out there. Don't even know why you got to put that out there. I just hope it's a competitive game. That's all I'm hoping for. That's it. Just Lions be competitive. Put up some points. Be in the game at the end of the game. Chris, you're a Cowboys fan, so trust you get it. Yeah, at least you've been to and won Super Bowls, my guy. At least you've been to and won Super Bowls. I can't say the same. I can't say anything. Like, put it this way. The Lions have been historically so bad. More like Super Joels, am I right? The Lions have been historically so bad that even your opponents, like fans of opponents' teams, don't come at you. they don't trash talk you because they just feel sympathy, right? Like everybody just is sympathetic. That's when you know you're the fan of a bad team. When nobody talks trash to you. Like, yeah, the Lions have been much better the last 3 seasons, right? Like they've been much better. So it's been a fun 3 years for me, but it's still the same story. Can't get to a Super Bowl. Had a 24-7 lead in an NFC Championship game a couple years ago and blew it. Oh, Ro, I don't know. I don't know. You're from Cleveland, Ro? Okay, so you're I mean, are you a baseball fan too, Ro? If you're a baseball fan, the the Tigers are blowing it. The Tigers are blowing. Like you're gonna win that division if you're an Indians fan on the baseball side of things. Are they even called the Indians anymore? I don't even know what they're called. The Guardians? Is that what they're called? The Guardians? But we're kind of in the same boat with our football teams. Yeah, you're right there. You're right there with me. Okay, looks like we finally found some sellers active right there at 970. Probably should have just trusted it, huh? More like Super Joel's. Joel, where you been? Oh, combo. What happened to the chat account? It's gone. I couldn't trade it. I was told I couldn't trade it. What's up, Johan? How are ya? We were told to not trade it. Or told we couldn't do chat trades anymore. Let's put it that way. Some sort of compliance issue. What's up, Chris? You're driving tonight? Oh, be safe out there. Be safe on the roads, brother. All right. I kind of want price to sweep those highs now and go up towards 900. And then see if they just want to do like a quick liquidity grab above 900 and a smack back down. I wouldn't mind trying the short on a hold below 890 if we can get up there. I got to figure out a way to combine the two chats. I'm reading two separate chats right now. So like I get caught up on one and then I flip over to the other one. Why are you seeing like a phone, Johan? We got two separate streams going on right now. There's one that's in horizontal format. And there's one that's in vertical format. So one that's playing in the shorts feed. And then one that's playing on the regular horizontal live stream. Yeah, Chris, I know. Because I'm responding to two separate chats. I wish there was a way to combine the two chats. Because it could get confusing, right? Like if I'm responding to somebody in the vertical format and then bring it back over to the horizontal chat. All right, let's see if it wants to come up here and grab these orders up here around 900. I know that block's sitting up there at 950. All right, guys, if you guys are, because we got about 130 plus people in the horizontal. We do have two streams going on tonight. One vertical format, one horizontal. First and foremost, thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, my name is Wes. A full-time live futures trader. I've been trading for 4.5 years now. Yeah, like 4.5 years. Welcome to the channel. If you want to support the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in. Johan, you could just go on the WesleyEmeraldGate homepage and you should be able to find it there. Just click the live tab and there should be two streams for today. One would be vertical. We'll have vertical in the title. The one that doesn't have vertical in the title is the horizontal format. Oh, there you go. All right, you found it. Samuel, the vertical is fire. Nice. Yeah, I've seen a couple other streamers doing it recently, so we decided to give it a shot. It's been a week in the making, trying to get it going. It was more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Let's see what gold's doing actually over here. And gold's just kind of hanging out. All right. Thumper, you've been trading for 11 years, 9 of those over in Forex? Yeah, I've never messed around with Forex. What's up, Indian Burn? Check out the Nikkei? Why would I check out the Nikkei? Is it flying around or something? Nims, you use a bowl to cut your hair. Yeah, Nims. Put a bowl right on my head. Shave everything around it. Haven't talked to you in 2 weeks and you come on here to make fun of me, huh? Do I look like one of these guys that cares what his hair looks like? All right, I'm looking at the Nikkei now. Oh yeah, it did. It launched. What's the tick value on Nikkei? $5 a tick. And it goes in increments of 5, it looks like. The Nikkei is the most illiquid thing. Oh no. Yeah, I don't want to trade an illiquid symbol. $25 a tick. Every tick is 5 points. Okay. All right. I mean, it's definitely boosted since 8 o'clock. That's for sure. Yeah, do you guys pretty much full port the evals? Do you just trade size on your evals to try and get them done? TWC, why am I shorting this thing? I know. Like, shorting all-time highs is just, it's so difficult. It's so difficult to short all-time highs. Yeah, Indian Bird, I'm kind of the same way. You trade small and slow. Nice, stocking stops. Like, that's the way to approach it, honestly. Those of us that have been in the game a little while. What's up, Nep? How are you? We kind of want to get through the evaluation portions and then slow it down once we get to our funded accounts. I'll be honest with you, though. I'd kind of like one more push up to grab this block that's sitting just above current price and see if we catch a little bit of downside here. There's not a lot of interest below. Oh my gosh, we have orders stacked at we got orders all the way up at 25,100. Are you kidding me? Nep, you can't see the horizontal view. There should be 2 live streams on my channel right now. One is going to be the vertical format. The other is going to be horizontal. The vertical format live stream will say vertical in the title. The other one won't say anything, really. I'm kind of in the same boat as you, TWC. I kind of want to take this short. I tell you what, guys, I'm actually going to give this short a shot, I think. I'm going to try it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. All right, let's see if we can get the pullback into VWAP. If it starts to get a little aggressive to the downside, I'm not opposed to pulling that target down. I know, shorting all-time highs takes guts. I know. It's not great. It's not a great spot to be in, but it does look like the buying may have exhausted a little bit. Yeah, Varsh, I'm in a short position right now. Design not buying may have exhausted. Famous last words. I know. I probably should have just gone break even immediately, just in case. But I'm seeing now an order stepped in here right at 850 or just above 850. We'll see if we can get the pullback into that. Nep, how many orders are at 887? At 887, three orders at 887. 888, there's 27. All right, we got about 150 people in here right now. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you. I know you could be doing something else on your Sunday nights rather than hanging out with me, but I appreciate you. If you're new here and want to support the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Feel free to ignore Nima in the chat. He tunes in once a month just to make fun of me, and is supposed to be one of my best friends. So, yeah. What's up, Pieter? What's up, Lady Luck? How are you? I know, Pieter, best friend I never met. Well, I mean, I've met him, right? Just we haven't met. We haven't met in the physical, right? Like, he lives in Brighton, UK, and I live all the way over here in Kentucky. All right, I'm gone to break even at this point. Let's see if we can get some follow through down through 860. If we don't, I'll get taken out for break even. Pizza is eaten with a knife and fork. Guys, tell him how to eat pizza properly. He can't. He just can't do it. He can't do it. Wait, so do they yell at you in Italy if you eat pizza with your hands? Like, do you have to eat it with utensils? All right, this trade is working out pretty nicely. I might pull this down here, guys. Let's go ahead and target these lows. And if we can get somewhat heavy here, I'll watch this volume area. Obviously, VWAP's sitting there at 850. If it starts to really flush heavy, I'm fine with pulling the target down even lower. First you tear off the crust bit by bit. All right, once we get back down here to VWAP, I will probably pull my stop down to 62. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull it to 65 at this point. What's VWAP Nim says. Oh, nice, TWC. Nice. Uno's in Chicago, Nate? Yeah, Chicago's got great. I mean, they're great for the deep dish. Okay, so deep dish pizza, I agree. I think you have to eat deep dish pizza with utensils. You think Albu prohibited me from saying VWAP? Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and pull that stop down to 60. What was it? What did I say? 62. Somewhere like this. All right, so it's a risk-free trade now. We've locked in $150 no matter what. Hopefully we can just get the crash right through VWAP here. Man, Naz, why you gotta be like that, Naz? Deep dish is a casserole. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Hey, thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Nims, you like the new setup? Yeah, Mason and I felt like we worked for an entire week to try and get this, Nims, the way that it is. But we're now streaming on both the shorts feed, Nims, and the horizontal format. So we're streaming. We actually have 2 streams going right now. This is why I haven't heard from you. No, Nims, that's not why. You've had school. Think there's going to be a sell-off tonight, Thumper? I hope so. We need a pullback. Badly. The market needs to pull back. I don't know who's still buying up here. Proper school starts October 4th. Man, that's a late start. October 4th? We need to pull back to 0. And that, I mean, Nims probably likes hearing that. ES broke below VWAP, Caleb. Nice. Nice. I'm half tempted to pull my stop back up to my entry almost and just settle for a break even, but if it comes back up. Oh, what's up, Dez? How are you? Welcome to the channel, first and foremost. So we're trading Nasdaq futures right now. Ticker symbol NQ. NQZ is the ticker that we're trading. So it's not a currency at all. Nas must go back to those leftover FVGs. I mean, the Nas doesn't have to do anything. Is the one thing that I've learned after trading the Nas for, you know, over 4 years. The Nas has a mind of its own. Yeah, Des, we're trading futures on my channel. I don't do any Forex or anything like that. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to get wicked out here? It's coming back. We're looking at pencil case choice. Nims, you're crazy. Indian Bird, you went long? You went long at VWAP? Thumper, I'm trading the 50K. A 50K account. Bear flag? Hider? I mean, at worst, I make $150 on this trade. $160. So I'm fine with it. I just wish it would have. I wish it would have crashed through VWAP, but apparently not. Apparently, it wanted nothing to do. Buyers were like, "No, sorry." Yeah, just one in queue on this trade, Thumper. Sorry, for those of you that are just tuning in, we have two streams going right now. So I have two chats going as well. One's in vertical format for the shorts feed. The other one is in horizontal, the normal stream. Yeah, Caleb, I mean, we still have interest higher. There's still orders stacked up to 900. It could easily come back up. In fact, this is probably where I get wicked out. Hope not. I hope sellers step in and push it down below VWAP, but so how's everybody doing? How was your guys' weekend? Hey, thanks for the sub, Raul. Appreciate you. What's up, Dr. Zay? Yeah, Nims, that's kind of how I feel. Like, what's a weekend? Lance, you visited Delaware for the weekend? Are the leaves changing up there on the East Coast yet? You've been playing games all weekend? Oh, that's right. You have that new PC. That new high-powered PC. I forgot. Lance, my weekend was good. My weekend was good. The green screen? I don't even have a green screen. We just removed the background. It's still the same room, guys. Like, the room's still the same. Just with removing the background, we were able to show more of the charts. If you've got rid of the room, it's not the same room. No, I'm in the same room. The exact same room. J-Trade, no, we had to go over to Streamlabs. We had to go over to Streamlabs. So I'm no longer on OBS. Nate, it's definitely going to wick that price gap there. You reckon I need... There's no way for me to do it. Actually, Nims, live, I can't undo that setting specifically. Right? Because we had to use NVIDIA Broadcast for it. And NVIDIA Broadcast settings lock up when you're live. So you can't use it. So there's no way for me to actually turn the background back on right now. Impossible. Well, that was a well-placed stop, huh? So far. So far, that was a well-placed stop. Come on, Naz. Get heavy for the first time in, I don't know, 2 years? A year? Well, since March, since the tariff scare. Currently, Nims, I don't think so. I don't have that source set up, and I'm not going to mess around with the stream. So currently, no, I can't have you on, unfortunately. Would you really even come on right now? I mean, what time is it your time? It's like 2 a.m. your time, isn't it? 1 o'clock a.m.? Let's try and watch Mason have a meltdown. Wes is on the left now. I was always on the right. Yeah, I definitely changed the location of where I'm at on the stream for sure. Does it look better? Let me know. In all seriousness, does the stream look better? All right, it looks like it's... Everybody's saying it looks better. Nims feels neglected. Yeah, I know. Nims always feels left out. Yeah, Josh, I mentioned that to Mason earlier. Actually, I didn't think about that when I was getting dressed this morning. You know. I didn't think about, oh, black shirt, black background at all. But it's okay. You can see my arms, so there's some distinguishment there. All right, we're currently up $340 on the position right now. Let's see if we can get the crash through VWAP here. There is that order sitting at 850. I'll watch how price reacts at 850. The floating head is cool. All right, let's see if we can get aggressive below 850 here. We're coming down to your entry to 19,400 Nims. Oh, goodness. Nims calling out 19,400 again. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull this down to just above 860 at this point. I don't want to see price coming back up this high. Rather, it just get super aggressive to the downside. Come on, Naz. Fall. Keep going. Flush. For once. Just flush. I want to see a massive drop nonstop. Yeah, we want to see breakers. That's what we want to see. Oh, Nate, 100%. 7 micros can, yeah, definitely. Micros are valuable. They're a valuable tool. No, keep going, Naz. Keep flushing. Get through all this chop area. Just keep on going. What's wrong with a 19,400 short? Oh, I don't know. Never mind the nearly 6,000 points of drawdown you've taken, Nims, on that position. TWC, I'm trailing right now appropriately, I feel. It's at 860. If we get down below 840, I'll pull it down to just above VWAP. But I'm gonna give it a little bit of room to wick above VWAP for another rejection. I'm okay with where I'm at right now. We locked in just shy of $200. I realize I'm up 500 right now, but it's worth it to give it a little bit of room. I feel like this is getting pretty heavy. I might even extend my target down to just above 800. Actually, no, I'll leave my target where it is. I feel like this could be the sweep and the pullback to that 850 area if we're going to get really heavy anyway. Marcel, how far do I think it can go? Like to the downside overnight? I'd probably be looking at like, I don't know. This was Friday's VWAP that's been untested. So 7-8. I would be looking for like just below 800 right now. But honestly, it could pull back to... Let me see here. Let me look at the daily chart real quick. You know, 24,500. Come back and test this daily candle here, the red one. Yeah, Scott, I like it. You've got a pivot sitting at 808.5. I would just front run that 805 a little bit. I'd probably target 810 to be safe if you want to go that far down. Javier, can I show you in 15 minute? What do you mean? You want me to show the 15-minute chart? Is that what you want to see? Yeah, sure. I'll flip over to the 15-minute chart. Give me a second. Here's the 15-minute chart. Does that help, Javier? All right, so we're coming down to the lower standard deviation of VWAP. So let's go ahead and pull our stop down a little bit more. I'm going to pull it down to just above 850, just above this high volume area, because I do expect some sort of a bounce here. We're about 8 points from target. All right, so we do have an order sitting here right below 827. So let's see if we can flush this pretty hard. If my target doesn't get hit, I am going to go ahead and lock something in. If we get a nice flush to like 825, I'm going to pull my stop down to 830. In fact, I probably should just do that now. Let's make sure we lock something in. Let's go like 841. And now we've locked in 30, almost 30 points. So 28 points. All right. It's going to bounce here. I'm going to go ahead and flatten this position, I think. It's got to go now. It's got to be heavy right now. Got to get heavy right now. All right. All right, I'm out of the trade. So we locked in. What did we lock in there? 7. So now we're up 760 on the night. That's a pretty good Sunday evening. Good start to the week. I'm happy with it. Extremely happy with it. All right, we got almost 200 people in here right now. Wow, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you. If you're new here, my name is Wes. I'm a full-time futures trader. Been trading for about 4.5 years. If you'd like to support the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. We're on the road to 4K subs. On the road to 4K. And it's happening way faster than I ever thought it would. So thank you all for your love and support. I appreciate you. Pull time on the pencil case, Nims. Thanks, Pieter. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate you. China's open. Oh, yeah. China did just open up. Okay. So let's see if it wants to pull back towards VWAP now. Can I put your pencil case option floating next to me? No. No, Nims. Hey, what's up, Siva? How are ya? Wow, guys, that felt good. First trade in a few days. Nice big winner to start the week off right. That feels good. I feel like I trailed it appropriately as well. That was pretty well executed. I've not even looked at it on WhatsApp, Nims. I'm sorry. Are you sending me WhatsApp messages right now? Jeez. This guy. This guy. War, you're great tonight. No commercials this time, War. Nice. Yeah, War, like I said, we have it on the lowest setting as far as still being monetized on YouTube, but limited interruptions. So if you're getting a lot of commercials or ads during the stream, that's I don't even know what to say. The only other way to limit more would be to demonetize the channel completely. And like I said, we don't make much from YouTube itself. We don't make hardly anything. Like less than $200 in the last month. Nims, did the Lions win? Piter's feeling neglected. or you're saying Nims is feeling neglected? Yeah, he's in attention. All right, Nims, I'm looking at your photo right now. Jeez, this guy. Are you kidding me, Nims? Guys, for real though. Can you see that? Can you see that? That's the pencil case Nims just sent me. This guy is out of his mind. Hey, thanks for the subs, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Post it on Discord. Did you see it, Fighter? Did you see that case? That was wild. This guy. All right, that was a good kill of that trade. I'm very happy with when I moved the stop. I almost got that full move. Almost got the entire move there. Miss Rainray, yeah. So I typically live stream Sunday through Thursday nights at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard is when I go live. This is actually the first time I've done both a vertical format stream and a horizontal. So that's probably why you're finding me for the first time. But yeah, it's usually the globex sessions. Varsh, not right now. I just got out of a trade. I'm not looking to hop into anything immediately right now. I mean, we've already locked in $760 on the night. That's a pretty good night. In a little over an hour of trading. You know, it's gonna have to be a great setup for me at this point. So in other words, I'm going to hang out with you guys for a little bit. You're going long now, War? Yeah, I mean, the long from 8:30 there made sense, for sure. I'd probably be trailing candle to candle on a long position right now. That was a pretty fairly aggressive 40-point smack off 870, 875. Well, that's why you got to be like that to Nim. Piter, I can't let Nims take over the dialogue on my streams. It turns into pure chaos. Not unless he's on camera, on the stream. Nims is one of those guys where you give him an inch and he takes 12 feet. You give him an inch and he takes more than more than that. So tell me, chat, any of you guys in a trade right now? What are we looking at? I saw somebody was looking at the Nikkei earlier. Gold is, let me take a look at gold. Gold's just kind of chopping around right now. NEP, you're looking for longs. War is long now. Wow, the Nasdaq is actually moving around a little bit better than gold right now. All right, we came back up to VWAP. That was a good kill on that trade, guys. I pretty much caught the top to the bottom. So I know somebody, I can't remember who, but somebody was asking me about my strategy earlier. That was pretty much exactly how I described, right? Like we saw rejections step in up here at 870, just above 870, short from the low side. I was targeting the top side here of the next level to the downside. It got close enough for me to pull the stop, pretty much almost tightly trailing price. Didn't get full target there, but pretty close. It got within 7-8 points. So that was a decent trade. What do we lock in there? $725, I think, on that trade alone. Now we've locked in a good trade. We can YOLO 20 Apex accounts, max leverage. No, I don't trade with Apex. TWC, you're going to add if the 15 minutes gets rejected as well. I mean, any short ad for me at this point. Yeah, Piter, trust me. I know. Trust me. It's hard to trade when Nims is when Nims is going off like that. He's pretty distracting. Piter, you should have been around back in the day when he was constantly hounding. When I was trading during the New York session, those live streams, just constantly hounding me. Captain minus 40 day. Oh, you kept it in check though. That's a good job. Well done. Nothing wrong with being slightly red. Oh, I know, Pieter. Yeah, trust me. I don't agree with their business practices. Ethically, I'm not a fan, right? But that's just me. That's a personal choice. There's lots of people in our trading community that do use them. You know. But that's just a personal choice. What's more important, a good trade or you making friends at school, Nims? A good trade? Considering your classes are remote, a good trade. Matt, how do I find the zone I marked out? I've had that area marked out for a little while. You can see like the gray boxes. I've got areas of interest above all-time highs. What I do is I normally take the higher time frame swing low to swing high for recent price and draw a fib extension from the low to the high. And it'll give you areas of interest above. I'm not as confident at all-time highs of my levels. But this one kind of set up. You know, on Friday, I had this level marked here. We saw the big wick on the rejection at the top, just shy of 24,890. So that I knew that there was sellers here, right? But that's how I find those areas above current price. Basically, just draw a fib extension out from the recent swing low to swing high on the higher time frames. See where they line up roughly. Let's see here. You can kind of see this 950 area is lining up with a pivot as well for tomorrow if we do see some upside. So I'd watch this area 950 to 970 for sellers to step in once more. Next area to the top side is 25,030 to 25,050. Man, I hope I don't see 25K tomorrow. Oh my goodness. 25K. When I started trading, guys, the Nas was at like 6,500 4 years ago. It just seems so wild to think about. Hey, thanks for the sub, Matt, and you're welcome. Matt, no, I pretty much just use Dom Surface. I try to simplify my trading as much as possible. You know, I said this kind of earlier. When I start adding too many things to add confluence to my trades, I end up over-analyzing and overthinking it and missing out on on what would be good trades had I just been paying attention to one or two things. So I try not to overcomplicate my trading. You know, I kind of just wait for price to come to my areas of interest, see what happens. If I'm comfortable with the trade, I'll take the trade. If I'm not, I sit on my hands. But like I said, I'm not the world's greatest trader. Am I a profitable trader? Yes, I'm a profitable trader. But I'm not one of these multi-millionaire traders. It's slow, consistent gains for me. You know, I might take 3 to 5 trades a day. I'm not a guru. I don't know everything. Just here to create a nice trading community, hang out with you guys, and hopefully we can learn from each other. Because I definitely don't know everything. And I'm definitely not the world's greatest trader. Warrior, happy with 400 times 5 accounts? Yeah. I mean, that's two grand. You should be happy with that. That's real good. Oh, Matt, I'm right there with you. Yeah, I've noticed, I learned that a long time ago. Like, the days that are bad for me are the days where I'm trading more, where I'm executing more. You know, I would prefer it to be one trade, catch the high or low of the day and let it ride. Not every day is going to provide that, though, unfortunately. Signal sprouts, honestly, on that one, not a whole lot, right? The only thing that it helped me with was I saw the big order step in at like 872 there when price was below it. It kind of wicked up and grabbed it and then quickly rejected. So it was worth the short chance up here, right? We had just gone outside the standard deviation of VWAP on the current session here and came back below. We got back below resistance, and so I shorted right at 870 pretty much. Varsh, how about a long here? I wouldn't be longing here. In fact, I wouldn't be executing here. I'll be 100% honest with you. I would not be executing anywhere around VWAP. I feel like you're asking to get chopped up when you do. But like I was saying, Matt, yeah, the more I execute, the worse of a trader I become. Some people are really good at scalping out, 5 to 10 points. I'm not one of those people. My brain just doesn't click quickly enough. Alright, what do we got in here? We got about 170 people in the horizontal. I don't know how many people we got in the shorts feed right now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like I said, I appreciate all of you. Yeah, cheers, Matt. So one thing I wanted to do with my channel was make sure that everybody feels heard. I know a lot of these streams you tune into and you're either getting demeaned or yelled at or made to feel stupid. I don't ever want anybody feeling that way. Generally, if I don't purposefully miss comments. I want to respond to everybody. All right, guys, price could get chopped here. Does anybody else freeze when price goes against you suddenly? John, that's why you would never use one of their codes? Oh, you mean the affiliate codes? Yeah, when I was using I can't use codes anymore really because I have my own at this point, but I would always find smaller streamers to support, like smaller streamers that I liked rather than making the multimillionaires even more rich. Simon, what sessions do I trade? So I trade New York session, right? I stream during globex session. And that's strictly because the channel doesn't do as well during regular trading hours. Like when I do stream regular trading hours, because you're competing with the guys who have 100K, 200K subs, and you're just not going to steal their viewers. So if I wanted the YouTube channel to grow and succeed, I had to find a time slot in this niche that would benefit my channel, and globex happened to be it. There's not many people streaming during globex. Same idea. Do I have a video describing my chart settings and configuration? I have a quick quant tower setup tutorial. I don't have one that's in depth though. But I do have one. I do have a chart setup, a quick quant tower chart setup tutorial. But like, if you want to see something specifically, just ask me. I'm more than happy to answer here. About the current chart? Okay. What do you want to know about the current chart? What's up, Nahal? You just finding the vertical format? The vertical stream? Looking short against VWAP? Base Goose? Who are some of the big dogs streaming during New York, James? Well, you've got Trades by Matt. You've got Nutty Bar. You've got Patrick Wieland. You've got who else? Top Step TV, My Funded Futures TV. You've got all the big ones. All the big ones. And people have been watching them for years. Like they've got loyal followings. Oh, how can you configure Quant Tower like mine? Do you mean like the color format, or do you mean like setup wise? Like indicators and stuff like. Oh yeah, Rips does too. Eric. Yeah, I mean the big guys. I mean, shoot, even somebody like Daniel Inskeep, you know. There's just it's so heavily saturated during the day that you know, small channels don't really stand a chance during regular trading hours right now. Not unless they have like an established audience. Just set up my quant tower like my configuration. Just create a new chart. So all I have is a bunch of tabs up top on the left-hand side, right? So like, because I trade multiple props and a personal account, I've got the different charts set up to the different props that I'm trading with, pretty much. Simon, who is a better trader, PW or Rips? I've never really watched either of them trade, to be fair, Simon. I don't really watch the other streamers myself. I kind of just stay in my own lane. I've noticed when I do watch other streamers that it just kind of adds noise and confusion. I'm pretty comfortable with my strategy at this point, so I kind of tune everything out during the New York session and just do my own thing. So I couldn't say who's better. Oh, Nahal, am I streaming on my cell phone? No, I'm not streaming on the cell phone. Nahal, it's the same setup. We've got two different streams going right now. We've got a vertical stream that's playing in the shorts feed on YouTube, and then we've got a horizontal stream that's on the regular, like the regular stream still going as well. PW is insane, I swear. Yeah, I've never paid much attention to him. The one guy that I did watch back in the day, like when I was learning, was Trades by Matt. He was the one guy that, well, one streamer that I did watch. PW is a content creator. Anyone can trade it. I mean, the majority of his earnings. You prefer horizontal, Miss Rainy Ray? Miss Rain Ray? Yeah, there's horizontal. You can go on my channel, and there's another horizontal stream that you can look at for sure. They're both there. Miss Rain Ray, you watch Trades by Matt? Yeah. Lucho, what do I trade? I mainly trade the Nasdaq NQ. So Nasdaq futures. I mean, that's how kind of how everybody knows who I am is from Trades by Matt's stream. Like, I used to post my trading plans in his Discord quite frequently. And that's kind of how everybody learned who I was. So, honestly, I owe a lot to Trades by Matt. No, Lambra, it's not a green screen. We just removed the background. Lambra, if you if you go to my channel and there's going to be a horizontal live stream and a vertical live stream. So we're live streaming to the shorts feed now and the horizontal at the same time, and you'll notice that if I was to do with not remove the background on the shorts feed, it would take up too much of the camera space. So that's why we have it the way that it is. So yeah, I'm kind of floating on the horizontal. But hopefully, guys, if this works out well, we'll start live multi-streaming to like TikTok and Instagram so that we can kind of spread our reach. You know? That's the end goal here. But yeah, as far as the Trades by Matt thing is concerned, Ms. Rain Ray, that's kind of how everybody here knows who I am, or at least the people who have been around for a while. I used to write trading plans in his Discord, and that's how people started following my trading plans. Ejaz, this is Quantower trading platform. I should be much more opaque in real life? Wait, what? You kind of like the layout in the vertical, Lambra? Yeah, it looks pretty good. The only thing that I'm missing on the vertical stream is obviously you can't see the DOM surface because it just takes up too much screen real estate. Nahal, you know me through Banana Bread? Through Goose? Yeah, Goose. That's how Goose and I know each other as well. Or knew of each other. Was from Trades by Matt's Discord. James, I write those usually about an hour and a half before the New York Open. So it pretty much applies to the New York session. Those trading plans that you see. Ejaz, what's on the right side of the chart? So you're talking about the DOM surface over there that's printing the red and green bubbles? So so this is Quantower. This is my trading platform's version of Bookmap. They call it DOM Surface. Oh yeah, Miss Rain Ray, for sure. Yeah, I live stream pretty much every globex session currently. I'm here at 7:45 p.m. Eastern, normally till about, I don't know, like 11 o'clock at night, my time. Matt, am I friends with TBM? I'm not like friends with TBM. Does he know who I am? Yeah, he knows who I am. Oh yeah, Matt, the only way to trade mobile through is to have a rhythmic connection, unfortunately. And the rhythmic, how do I find the support and resistance areas? Randy Diaz, it's based on higher time frame, like higher time frame wicks, pretty much is what I'm looking at. Let me go to a 30-minute chart. I'll go to a blank chart and show you. So what I'm looking for is multiple tests of certain areas on the higher time frames. Swing highs, swing lows. Multiple areas where price is rejected prior. At all-time highs, so the ones above, I use a fib extension, previous leg, major swing high, swing low, and draw a fib extension from the low to the high. Is pretty much what I use. But I'm looking for multiple tests on, like the 30-minute, the 1-hour chart in a certain area. Usually at least 4 or 5 tests of price. They're much easier to determine at previously traded price than it is trading at all-time highs. So I'm not as confident in these levels that I have marked above current price as I am at the levels that are marked below current price. Does that make sense? But yeah, you're just looking for where price has acted as support, where buyers have stepped in before and held price up, and where sellers have stepped in and rejected on the higher time frames. At least that's what I do. Ejaz, is this a paid version? So my personal broker, my personal futures broker is EdgeClear, and they include a full license on Quant Tower for free with my account. But yes, generally you will have to pay for a full license. Simon, so I'm a well-established prop trader then? I mean, I've been trading for 4.5 years. I mean, you know, I don't know about well established. There's definitely people out there that make loads more money than I do off of them. I can tell you that. But I kind of know what I'm doing. Nahal, do I pay for any discords? No, I don't pay for any discords. Nahal. What is link of your broker? You can just Google search Ejaz EdgeClear. EdgeClear. Yep, Matt Amp also has it as well. Yep, Optimus too. Adrian Futures Trader 71 is the GOAT? Is that a person? Futures Trader 71? Yeah, Motive Wave is probably the best Mac option, I would say, if you're not looking to purchase parallels. Oh, is the music off right now, guys? Let me find you some music. All right, there we go. Oh, didn't he start EdgeClear? Oh, I don't even know, Adrian. I think so. I think so. I want to say he was at like TBM's meetup in Vegas. I didn't go to that meetup, so I'm not entirely certain what happened there. You don't hear music? I mean, it looks like it's playing. It should be really faint. It shouldn't be loud at all. You hear it, Chris? Okay, so it is playing. Wow, am I glad I did not get into a trade anywhere close to VWAP. We have not moved in a while. It's gone kind of sideways. It does have words, Chris? Yeah, Miss Rainer, it should be subtle. I don't even know what's playing. We just changed music providers to Epidemic Sound. And I just had to select a playlist. I didn't listen to anything. So I just turned on like a hip-hop channel and let it go. Alexi, now you can hear it if you max on the volume. Yeah. Yeah. Vertical music is good too, Lambra? Okay. It looks like the music just went out. I'm not positive. Let me see. No cuss words that you can make out. Let me check what's going on here. Let's pick a new let's pick some new music. How does that sound? Let's go. I don't even know. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking downside is what I want to see, Miss Rain Ray. 90s alternative grunge. That's what you want to. Yeah, Lance, unfortunately, because I got out of my short position, I'm not sure. It's looking like the rejection of VWAP was probably the next best entry, but I don't like executing around VWAP. So I'm going to wait. I would say the next best entry that you probably have is probably a breakdown to 820, a pullback into value area low here at 835 for the short down into 800. That's what I would be looking for personally. But I'm also not going to front run it at this point. I'm going to wait for price to do exactly what I wanted to see happen. So I'll wait for the pull down into 820-ish, bounce back up to like low 830s and see if price holds down here for the short down into 800. And if it just flushes and goes without me, I'm fine with not taking another trade. Like I said, I'm up $740, $741. Quite happy with where my P&L sits on the night. No reason to rush into another trade. I need a soundtrack, Jimmy? What do you mean like a soundtrack? You want me to just to create a playlist? The music should be playing now. The music should... You should be able to hear it faintly. See, what was nice about the last music software that we used, it was called Upbeat, was the fact that it had pre-generated playlists. Like, I could go to a lo-fi playlist and just let it run. But it felt like every day we were having to... we were getting, like, copyright claims every single session, so we'd have to dispute them almost every day. Pieter, what do we do on gold? Nothing. Eric, love the music. Oh wait, that's my music. Nothing, Pieter. I guess I would be looking to see if 718, 719 holds for a long at this point. If price dips below 715, you're looking for a short back down into 3,700. Those would be the two trade ideas that I would have. So, hold of this area, right in through here, for a long. Dip below this area and reject here, short. Yeah, Indian Burn. Even my friend Goose, when I had him on, I played his music, like the music that he makes, and YouTube still gave us a copyright strike. His own music, and YouTube copyright struck us. Later, Chris. Enjoy your evening. I'll see you soon. Oh, hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Nah, I'm not on any trade. Not in any trade right now. I caught the short from 870. I got out at what, 833, something like that. Got out down here. Is anybody else in trade? Let me know, chat. Let me know what you guys are in. You're short gold right now, Dankies? Short gold. Fighting Futures is short gold. In long from 46 right now, Team Massive. Oh, Alexi, you're trading CL? What's oil doing? Oil looks like it's just moving on up. Yeah, I like longs on oil. Come up and fill the gap, maybe. Gold. I still like downside on gold. Might get a little retrace. The logo strobes? Like on the horizontal format? You mean the WE logo in the bottom left? I don't know. It looks pretty smooth to me. Hey, thanks for the sub, my friend. Appreciate you. Can't see the gap. Oh, on the vertical format? Oh, okay. On CL. Sorry. Yeah, I have to remember it. So this gap right here on CL. Yeah, I guess it's... Yeah, I have to remember that now on vertical. It only shows like this much of the screen. From here to here. Yeah, it's crazy. It's hard to manage between the vertical and the horizontal. It's crazy. Like, I have to have the candles a lot bigger than I normally would as well when I'm live streaming too. There's a lot going on when you're live streaming, guys. I'm not gonna lie. There is a lot to manage. All kinds of noise, right? Like, quote unquote noise. But yeah, if you guys ever have any questions, or if I'm talking about something and you don't understand, just ask. I'll be more than happy to answer if I know the answer, right? I don't know the answer to everything, but I mean, Nims can be a distraction. He's one of my best friends though. He's one of my best friends. So he gets a pass. I actually haven't talked to him in, I feel like it's been, you know, a couple weeks since I've talked to him. All right, Naz, come on down to the 820 area. Let's see the bounce, and then I'll think about trying the short from the low 830s again. Miss Rain Ray, the red and green bubbles over here, these are aggressive buyers and sellers. So in other words, market orders is what these are. And then the lines that you see here, the darker the color, the higher the volume that's resting at that price. So these are your passive buyers and sellers, your limit orders that are resting on the books. Traded again. Yes. Yeah. I was in a trade earlier. The entire trade was on stream. That's how I made the money that you see. Yeah, if you just rewind a little bit on the stream, you'll see the trade that I was in. I was short from 870. Maybe, I think my entry was slightly below. I was targeting 821, but I got trailed out on my stop at like low 830s. Do I use a stop loss and a take profit for each trade? Yeah, pretty much. I set them manually though, traded again. I don't have bracket orders, like standard bracket orders, because my trades always vary with my targets. So I'll get into the trade and then I'll set my target and my stop loss after I'm in the trade. So I don't have like a standard bracket order that goes on. But my stop loss is generally, I generally trade based off of market structure. So my stop loss will either, if I'm on the long, it'll go just below recent swing lows, and if I'm on the short side, it'll go above recent swing highs. Wow, the Nas just kind of came to a screeching halt. Is gold still going down? It's kind of hanging around the lows of these range. Okay. CL is still kind of just flatline. Tux, who's trading gold and enjoying this chop. Hey, what's up, Rice? Yeah, Rice, we're streaming to both the shorts feed and the horizontal YouTube formats. So we have a vertical format now and a horizontal format as well. So hopefully we'll branch out a little bit and start doing some live streaming to Instagram and TikTok and other platforms too. We're going to try to expand our reach a little bit. So unfortunately, yes, I had to remove the background. Still same room. Right, like the background would be the same, but for the shorts content, it made more the vertical content. The background was taking up too much of the screen real estate, so I had to get rid of it. Gold is a bit late on the move today. I mean, the market's kind of just died a little bit, huh? We had some good movement. I feel like I might have caught the only good trade since I've been on. I mean, really, you guys, if you're in a position, I would just be hanging on to my position at this point. Hopefully, you're either short from the top or long from the bottom, because the market hasn't really decided what it wants to do just yet. We're kind of just ranging in between support and resistance. Yeah, Tux, I'm not sure. I mean, it's going on 10 o'clock my time right now, so we'll see. We'll see if we can get something in the next 30 minutes. If the market's kind of still going sideways here in the next 30 minutes, we'll probably end the stream. But I mean, I'm not looking to be at my charts for 5 hours tonight on a Sunday night. Yeah, War. I mean, the London session sometimes provides the best opportunity of the day. If it wasn't 3 o'clock in the morning my time, I might get up and trade it, you know, but 3 o'clock in the morning is rough. People have said I should try to stream during the London session because there's not a lot of people streaming during that time. But man, that would be rough. 3 o'clock in the morning. You want to talk about messing with my sleep schedule? Oh yeah, fighting futures. You're short gold 729. So you're short from here. Stop is here. Yeah, I mean, you'd like for it to flush these lows. At least come down to like 719 and see what happens. You like it better than New York War? I mean, so a lot of people do say that. It does seem to trend a little bit better than the New York session does. Not as much chop. You're moving to Vietnam so you can be awake. I mean, there's now an order sitting here at 8:30. Let's see what size this is. So there's roughly 40 orders sitting at 8:30 now. There's still there's still a block at 900. It looks like. That's a 40 block, but it looks like they're stacking, layering in 20 blocks. And then that order that's resting up there at 950 as well. I don't know, Massive. I don't know if you're going to get 900 before London. Could, right? The Nas definitely likes to do crazy things, but I don't know if it's going to get there. Volume's definitely dropped off quite a bit now. It feels like immediate interest is actually lower to the downside. But I don't know. We're chilling. We're chilling now. I'm in no hurry to get involved in this area. Like I said, I'm not good at scalping out 5 to 10 points. Whenever I do that, I end up getting chopped to bits. Absolutely chopped to bits. Market appears to have no Shane Design Hub. Are you saying new highs are incoming? Is that what you're saying? New all-time highs tonight at some point? Yeah, I almost wonder if what's going on here, that you guys are talking about the logo. I wonder if I could move my camera up a little bit. I can't remember. There we go. Something like this on the vertical. And that would fix the logo strobe issue, maybe. Maybe? Here I am messing around with settings during a live stream. That's never ideal. Something could go drastically wrong. My name Tway. the answer to your question, you're asking how do you determine your stop trails? Is it experience? Because I feel like even after a year, I smother quite a few good trades. Look, my name Tway. There's no real logical explanation for it, all right? Like, I treat every trade different because it's got its own unique circumstances. There's some instances where you want to flip over to a 1 minute and just trail candle to candle. There's other instances where you want to trade based on higher time frame market structure, right? So it's always something different. The one thing in trading that you're going to need to learn and follow all the time is going to be to accept the small winners even when they work out more in your favor. Like, I realize it really stinks watching a trade go to your target Oh, Bert. Oh, so that's actually when I'm going over to another tab. I know what you guys are talking about now, right? Like when it happens like this. Is that what you're talking about? That makes sense now. Yeah, okay. So that's when I'm going, like when I have to go to Epidemic Sound because it's on a browser source, right? I have to go over to Internet Explorer, and when I click on that, it'll flash. Like every monitor will flash, right? So yes, the WE logo is the background on that specific monitor. So that's what's happening. But yeah, my name's Toy. Just accept the small wins. Like, a win is a win. You're gonna miss out on big moves. That's part of trading, unfortunately. And there's no real, because there's gonna be a lot of times where you're wrong. And if you leave your stop and don't trail it, it's going to end up being a loser. I'm a firm believer in when a trade goes green for you, lock in profits. Like, go to break even relatively quick. You know, if a trade on the Nas goes 10 points, 15, 20 points in your favor, don't let that trade turn into a red trade no matter what happens. So go to break even. At that point, it's more or less your entry wasn't good if it does come back on you. And it's more about working on your entry than it is about your execution, right? Or your trade management. Because ideally, you want to be in a position where price isn't going to come back on you at all. Kind of like the trade that you saw here, right? Like the trade that you saw tonight. I was short at 870. I don't know that I was ever in drawdown on my trade. And it never came back. Not a single... I mean, there's one green candle here. I kind of got lucky on this pullback because I think I had my stop at 62.75. And then price rejected and slammed down. So, it very easily could have wicked up and stopped me out on that trade, though. But trading is definitely more of a risk management game than it is a skill game, right? Like, skill comes with time and chart watching. But you can be fairly successful in the beginning of trading as long as your risk management is good. Right? Like, be willing to accept a $200 red day. Don't go chasing the get back to break even. I mean, how many times have you guys been slightly red on a day and went and said, okay, I'm just going to take one more trade to get back to break even. And then that $200 loss day turns into a $1,000 loss day, right? How many times has that happened to you? Because it's definitely happened to me. starting an air conditioning business. Dan, you're stepping away from trading? Well, congratulations on the new business. Good luck. I mean, sad to see you stepping away from the trading space, but yeah, Mustafa, that kind of ties into risk management, right? Like, don't trade more size. Don't trade with more leverage than you should. You know, people, a lot of good traders that I know say for every $1,000 in profit that you have in your account, afford yourself one micro contract. You know, so once you hit $2,000, afford yourself 2 micro contracts, and that's how you kind of scale your account up. No, won't say it happened. I did it. In the hall, if you're in the break-even stage, there's nothing wrong with that. Every trader that's the normal progression. That means you're right there. You're on the cusp of being profitable. Ain't nobody got time for that. Touch-up trader, what about prop firm passing? Like, evaluations, that's one thing. Like, if you consistently have the ability to pass the prop evaluations, by all means, well, and the money to support that habit, by all means, go ahead and get through the evaluations as quickly as possible. But once you're in the funded stage, scale it way back. I think you'd be surprised what one micro can do. I think you'd be shocked at how much money you could actually make with one micro. Design, or just go long and hold. Can't lose. Eventually, yeah. Design up for sure. Can't lose. Oh, the market just died on us, guys. Absolutely died. Everything is muted. Everything is muted at this point. Oh, cheers, Scott. That's congratulations, by the way. You got to be feeling great. You took your first 2 payouts this week. But don't give me the credit. Give yourself the credit. Right? You're the one over there clicking the buttons. You deserve all the credit. GG's in the chat for Scott. Congratulations on your first couple payouts. That's amazing. It's amazing, and I'm glad you're finding value in my channel. That's the whole goal of this channel, is to see beginning traders succeed, have a place to go where they can ask questions. Like I said, there's a lot of good traders in the chat, better traders than myself, and if I don't know the answers, the chances are somebody here will. That's amazing, Scott. Congratulations. Congratulations. I remember those first payouts that you get. They're just there's nothing like getting that first payout, right? You start to feel like, now here's the one thing, Scott, don't get overconfident about it. Right? Keep doing what you're doing. Steady the ship and take more payouts consistently. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, "Hey, I'm within $100 of passing an evaluation. I chased that $100, and next thing you know, I blew up my account." You know, I can't even tell you how many times that's happened. I feel like it happens to a lot of people. Scott. Yeah, Scott. No, cheers. I'm glad you're finding value in the channel here. Alan Finance Hub. How do you use the DOM surface in my trades? So what I'm looking for is I'm seeing the resting orders that are on the books over here in this column. They're also denoted on the DOM surface chart here as lines, right? So all these lines are these corresponding orders over here. The darker the color, the bigger the order. But what I'm looking for is signs of absorption or exhaustion in either the buying or selling. So if I'm seeing a lot of big green bubbles and prices moving up, prices moving up, prices moving up, and then you see a lot of green bubbles pop up without price moving up, and then you start to see price roll over and not able to make new highs on those pushes, that means there's a passive seller sitting up here absorbing all that aggressive buying, and I'll look to short that. I'll look to fade that move. Vice versa for the long side. Heavy aggressive selling into an order over here that's passive. Price to pick up on the aggressive selling. Lots of red bubbles, but price not to be able to make new lows and price to reverse. So that's kind of how I'm using it. Just to give me signs of exhaustion, absorption. And hopefully there's a corresponding level that I have as support and resistance. And hopefully a pivot as well that's lining up there. If I can get all those things to line up, that's an A+ setup in my eyes. You've been within $5 from a milestone and got wrecked. Yeah, Tux, because here's what happens psychologically. Richard, so I trade, this is Quantower trading platform that you see. What I use, it's called DOM Surface, but it's Quantower's version of Bookmap is basically what this is. So it's just a visual representation of the DOM in real time is what it is. Touch Up Trader. How many trades would I recommend taking per day to pass a prop firm? That's going to vary trader to trader. I'll be honest with you. You know, there are people who take 20, 30 trades a day that are scalpers. No, iJazz. So EdgeClear is my personal broker. That's my personal account. And then I have prop firms. Quantower is my trading platform that I use for everything. So I trade props and my personal all on Quantower. Yeah, Richard, I'm not sure if Tradeovate has anything similar. I know Ninja Trader has a variation of this. I know Sierra Charts has a variation of this. Obviously, you could purchase Bookmap and just use Bookmap. But I haven't really seen many other platforms, trading platforms, other than the ones that I just mentioned that actually have this feature. And Jimmy, and some that take hundreds of in and outs in a day. Yeah. But Touch Up Trader, to answer your question, you know, for me, really all it takes is one trade a day. So 2 trades and you should be able to pass. But does that happen every time? No. And it also depends on what size account you're going for as well. Like, obviously, trading a 150K account is going to take you longer than passing a 50K evaluation. For the 50K, I would say, touch-up trader, I would say not how many trades you should take. What I would do, and this is just me, is I would set a lower daily loss limit on myself than what they're giving you. So if you're allowed to lose $1,000 in a day and that's your daily loss limit, set your daily loss limit to like $300 or $400. Hey, thanks for the sub, Richard, by the way. I appreciate you. That's what I would do. I wouldn't worry about passing in 2 days or the minimum amount of time that you could pass it in. If you're having problems passing evaluations, I would say slow it down. Like I said, guys, I mean, when I started trading with Top Step was the first. Top Step was the first prop firm that I ever traded on. And when I started, it was a 3-week process to pass the evaluation or combine. 3 weeks. 2 steps, 3 weeks. If you failed at any point, you had to start over at step 1. So there was a real emphasis on taking it extremely slow. Because there was no, and especially once you got funded, right? There was no way you wanted to set yourself back an entire month just to go take it all over again. So, Mustafa, was it more expensive? No, it wasn't more expensive. It was around the same price. It wasn't more expensive. But when I started with them, here's where the difference is. Right? Like there was that, the time constraints that you were operating under, but it was also, you had the option to whether to go with a live account right from the very beginning or to go into more simulated trading to build an account balance. So with Top Step, when I started trading with them, you could, once you passed the evaluation, you could immediately go into a live account. Whereas now that's not even an option, right? Like you have to prove yourself in a sim funded environment before they'll ever even consider putting you into a live account. Man, guys, this market completely just started going sideways. I'm so happy that I got out of that trade. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so happy that I got out of that trade. I'm probably gonna wrap it up there tonight, guys. I'm not sure what to expect for the rest of the night. I don't know that I'm gonna take another trade. So we're ending the session up $741.28 after commission. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight, guys. Welcome to everybody that is new here. Like I said, my name is Wes. I've been trading for about 4.5 years. Full-time futures trader. Hopefully you guys find some value in my channel and tune in each and every night. I appreciate you. You can use code WES if you'd like to save a little money on any prop firms that you're starting or new evaluations that you're starting to trade with My Funded Futures or Lucid or Take Profit Trader. What's another one? I don't even know what who we have affiliates with these days. But those are the main 3 that we do have affiliates with. Feel free to use them. It'll save you a little bit of money. Yeah, Lucid is great. Lucid is one of the up-and-comers, Indian Burn. Lucid is fantastic. But thanks for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow night at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard. Oh, will I be back? I might watch the Lions game tomorrow night, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to trade tomorrow night. But trade safe, stay patient, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Peace.